Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. In the previous video, we designed the user interface for a smart LED application, and in this video, we will do the graphical programming for our application. Now, as you all know, for doing or for joining the graphical blocks, we have to go in the block section. But before I move to the block section, there is one more component that I need to add, and that component is the Bluetooth component. So I'll go in connectivity, and then I'll select this option which says Bluetooth client, and I'll just drag it on the screen. Now the Bluetooth client is a non-visible component because this component is not visible on the screen, but it runs in the background. So after adding the Bluetooth, next I'll go in the block section. Now once I'm in the block section, first I'll use the blocks to pair both the Bluetooths. That is, I will use the connect list picker and the Bluetooth client 1 block to pair my smartphone's Bluetooth with the HC05 Bluetooth. So first I'll click on connect list picker, and from the connect list picker, the first block that I'll choose is connect list picker before picking. Okay, now this block will execute before you pick any option from the list. That is when you click on this connect list picker option, a list will appear in front of you, and before you pick any items from the list, what we have to do is we have to show the list of all the available Bluetooth devices. So to show the list of all the available devices, I'll go in connect list picker again, and then I'll choose this green block. Now in this green block, as I mentioned before, the left side or the left drop down just shows you the similar components. That is, since this is a connect list picker, if we had multiple list pickers, then those list pickers would have been shown over here, and the right drop down basically shows you the properties of this component. Now from the connect list picker, I need to choose a property. Okay, I think it's already there. Like, I had to choose this property called as elements. Okay, so I'll put it here. I'll now go in Bluetooth client 1, and then I'll choose this option which says Bluetooth client's address and name. Now if I read out this entire graphical code, then this basically means before you choose any option from the list picker will show you the elements, and the elements that are shown by the list picker are the Bluetooth client's addresses and name. That is, when you search for available Bluetooths in your network, these Bluetooths will be shown in the list first. Now once I've finished with the before picking block, next I'll again go in list picker, and this time I'll choose a block which says after picking. Now the after picking block will be executed after you select any option from the list. So I'll again go in the list picker, and I'll choose one block which says, I'll again drag this green block, and this time I'll choose a property which says selection, as we are going to select an option from the list. Okay, and once you select that option, I'll then go in Bluetooth client, and I'll choose an option which says connect. So whichever Bluetooth option you select from the list, I basically want to connect with the Bluetooth, and in place of this address, I'll go in connect list picker again. I'll drag this block, and then from the properties, I'll choose the property which says selection. So after you select any option from the list, and once your Android app figures out which Bluetooth option is selected, it will basically connect your smartphone's Bluetooth with the selected Bluetooth from the list. Now once I've finished with the before picking and the after picking block, next I'll click on the on button, and I'll choose the first block which says when on button dot click. So before I add any block to this on button, let me explain you the logic using which our application will work. Now when you click on the on button, we will use our smartphone's Bluetooth to send one data from the smartphone to the HC05. Okay, and this data has to be unique across both the Bluetooth. That is, when you click on the on button, we will try to send some numbers. For example, if you click on the on button, I'll send a number called as 1. And in the Arduino, we have to write the code to decode that number 1. So when the on button is clicked, I'll go in Bluetooth client again, and this time I'll choose for an option which says send 1 byte of number. Okay, So this will basically send, so this block will basically send 1 byte of number, and when the on button is clicked, I'll send a number 1. So for that, I'll go in maths. I'll select the top block. Okay, now this block represents numbers, and I'll replace the 0 from 1. So when the on button is clicked, the number that I'm sending through the Bluetooth is 1. Similarly, I'll do the same for the off button. So I'll click on the off button. I'll put it here. I'll again go in Bluetooth client. I'll again click on send 1 byte number, and this time when the off button is clicked, the number that I'll send is 2. Okay. Now, once I'm finished with the on and off button, the last thing that is remaining is the disconnect button. So I'll click on the disconnect button. When disconnect dot clicked, I'll go in Bluetooth client, and then I'll select this option which says called Bluetooth client dot disconnect. So guys, I basically finished with the programming for the Smart LED app. So guys, please make sure to verify your program once, and after you have verified your program, next to run and install this app inside your smartphone, you'll click on build, and next you'll click on provide QR code for APK. And as I told you, you can also click on build and select the second option to download the APK file inside your computer. Now guys, as you can see, I basically opened my phone screen on my laptop system, and next from my smartphone, I'll open the QR code app. Now, after opening the QR code, I'll just scan this application. After scanning, I'll click on open, and next I'll choose an option select with Chrome. So the App Inventor 2 file is getting downloaded. So guys, as you can see, the App Inventor 2 file is downloaded in my system, that is in my smartphone. Next I'll open the app, and then I'll click on install. Now let us check how this application looks. Okay, so the application is basically installed in my system, and after it's installed, I'll click on open. And guys, as you can see, this is how the application is looking in my smartphone. I'm using a OnePlus X smartphone, so this is not an image that you're seeing from an emulator, but this is the actual image from my smartphone. And if I click on any of the buttons, okay, you can see currently it's showing Bluetooth not connected, but you can figure out the clicks on the button over here. So thank you guys for watching this video, and in the next video we will finish our Arduino programming.